Hello, my name's Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to be teaching you all about anger. This is the weakest energy ever that you guys have to avoid. My subscribers, the people who follow my channel, the weakest energy ever that you really do have to avoid. So I'm learning a lot in the past week about people who get angry towards me because I taught about Santa Morte being an actual legion. Not an actual thing that mixes with Jesus. Jesus does not like Santa Morte. You can ask him yourself. So I'll teach it in this video. Ask Jesus to show you throughout your week how much he likes Santa Morte, and you'll see how your week goes. You'll see how you'll feel. You'll see your heart, your mind, your body, spirit change based on how he feels. So that's a little test for you guys to do. So, and never test God, but let God show you what he thinks. Jesus Christ is the Most High God. And one thing I realize is a lot of people get angry. And that's the craziest thing in the world, because if you actually knew the energies behind anger, there is God getting angry, but God's God. God is righteous. But when a human gets angry, that's how you catch someone off guard. That's how every wall, spiritual protection, etc. Look at what happens when most people get into accidents in traffic. It's because they're angry. They're in a rush and they're mad because they have to be somewhere. So accidents happen when people are angry. So the guard goes down. The vibration drops. So when people are angry, they're going to lose all protections, even for the people watching this video. And that's the thing. Once you control your anger, oh my Lord, you become, through Jesus, one of the world's strongest people. It's like, what? So basically, you have to find out what makes you angry, and you have to come up with a mechanism for it, because if you can't control your anger, the devil can control you. Anger is fire, and the devil can use your fire against you. So instead of you being a bonfire, you burn your own forest down, versus once you harvest that anger, you're like, hey, I can turn this into something productive. So let's find out what makes you angry. If it's a family member, then you just basically switch your mind, find a function, get a stress ball, and then when you squeeze it, say that's how much abundance is coming to me, this much, and then you just transmuted the anger. You fully transmuted it. So I would like everyone to get a stress ball, some form of stress ball, and then put a dollar sign on it, or just get a dollar sign stretch ball, like a money stretch ball. So anytime you get angry, it means that money's coming. So you're squeezing it, and you're just immediately transmuting the energies. So this doesn't work for people outside of Jesus, because Jesus is the one who does this. This is through Jesus. If anyone thinks they can do anything besides working with anything that's outside of Jesus, it doesn't work like that. So Jesus is the most powerful. He is the Most High God. He loves you guys, and he's trying to help you guys, because he's coming very soon. And the prophecy of May, holy guacamole. So I can see a lot of visions in my eyelids. And holy moly, the world changes in May. It's coming. Something's coming. Jesus is going to make himself very clear very soon. And something starts in May. So I'm going to teach about that. But that's the thing. When you're angry and you're a child of God, you actually move away from God's protections. You're like, because most likely if someone's wrong and they wronged you, but you get angry instead of letting God get angry, he can't help you because you dropped your protections. So that's the thing. If you guys ever watch my TikTok lives, I don't get angry. I come up with basically I have a code word when people join my live to let you guys know that they're just trying to, basically they're really angry people trying to get other people angry. So my code word's, oh, look at a little baby, because that person is really small. And it's the same story with every single person. So you'll be on my live and you'll see people get really upset and angry in the comments because I talk about Jesus. And when they start flipping out, if I stuck to their if I went to their level, then I would be angry like them, versus you find a mechanism. So for example, mine is just giving it to God. I'm like, whatever, I'll just let God take care of it, whatever. So I'm like, oh, look at the little baby. And it makes them more angry, but it makes more of their protections go down, which they didn't have protections to begin with. And I do have to say, can I even teach that? Okay. Okay. I'll teach it. So basically, if you have to be in the right by God. You have to be in the right with Jesus. So this is so crazy. He's allowing me to teach this. Okay, so if you're 100% in the right by God, and you have someone trying to make you mad, this can happen to the person if you simply just go, oh, look how mad you're getting. Oh, look how cute. Because what it does is if that person's spiritually attacking you with psychic attack, it's not going through and it's making them more mad. If you look at tuna, when you take it out of the water, it can get so heated that it cooks itself. So when you see someone who's angry, your outlet should be, oh, look at you. Oh, that's adorable. Because that's the last thing they wanted. They're like, this is not working. And then they know nothing works for them now, and they just get angry. So they'll try to get sly and slick. Because that's the thing. For the people who, when you open your clairaudience and you're not fully close to Jesus, you'll hear demons making jokes and laughing and saying mean stuff all the time. But if you just say, oh, look how cute you are. Oh, it's how warm. Oh. So basically come up with an outlet. So, and then you realize, like, hey, these people who try to get you upset are actually very small. Like, they're actual children. So, it's hilarious. So that's one outlet. So let's just say, and that's the biggest thing in the world. So change the way you view things. So if you view someone as annoying, view them as a child. So let's just say if you have a friend, don't keep friends around you who are going to do that, but if you have a family member, for example, it's usually family members, visualize them as a small child and say to yourself, okay, if this person's a little baby, how am I going to take care of this baby? So because sometimes a child doesn't know about it. They're little babies. Oh, look at a little baby. More. Little baby getting mad. Oh, little baby just found the curse word. So basically, when you're laughing, it's kind of funny because you're like, it is true. These people are little babies. So you're like, okay, what am I going to do with the little baby? Oh, so it's hilarious. Most of you guys are smiling and laughing watching this video. Like, this works. It really works. So if you're someone who works in, like, for example, customer care, or like you're just around really mean people, just go, oh, it's getting mad. It's getting mad. Oh, look at the baby. Oh. So then you just took all the seriousness out of it, and then you just gave it to God, and God's like, God might be mad, but he's glad that you gave it to him because now it doesn't bother you anymore. The other thing is, since some of you get stressed out, one thing you can do is you get a stress ball or even a crystal like citrine and squeeze the crystal, and just squeeze it as hard as you can, and your strength and energy, because sometimes some of you want to do this to people. That gets you in jail very fast. That's a felony. So you grab the stress ball or the crystal and you squeeze it, and you're like, and then all the energy that goes into it is automatically transmuted. You can use clear quartz, or you can use citrine, you can use amethyst, but just don't throw it. So the whole point is to transmute the anger, because when you're a child of God, if you are not following Jesus, this doesn't work. It just doesn't. So you have to acknowledge Jesus Christ as the Most High God, especially before he comes back very soon. And the thing is, when you control your anger, because that's the thing. If you see some of these TV shows, I used to watch TV a long time ago. Basically, it's not even TV shows, it's real life. If you ever get a warrior mad, oh baby, it could be the strongest warrior. It could be the biggest warrior. That warrior could be 9 feet tall. You get the warrior mad, and then the warrior's like, it's basically the warrior can't think of what to do next, because when stress is an energy, so when you get stressed out, it goes to your head. The blood goes to your head when you get stressed. So you can't think clearly, you can't act. People like kind of flip out when they're stressed out. They're like, and their heart goes so fast, which means their brain's not getting enough oxygen. So what you can do is fully pass to Jesus. So let's just say, and that's a good example, what do you do when someone bothers you or annoys you? Let's just say you're not angry, but they annoy you. Pray. So basically their energy is being sent back, but immediately in that second, you are responsible to talk to Jesus. So let's just say, and that's the thing, you guys should be talking to Jesus out loud. Oh, he just put the hand over my camera. Good Lord. Just like this. If you guys saw that, but okay, I wasn't expecting that. Basically, when you're giving stuff to Jesus and you're fully giving it to him, you know he's going to take care of it. When he doesn't take care of it is when you worried about it more. So Say, you know what, Jesus? I'm giving this to you. I'm giving this to you. This belongs to you. There is a covenant between man and God as to when God said he's going to do his part by helping us when we move closer to him, and then we do our part most importantly, because God has everything he wants or needs. He's trying to help us because he loves us. Jesus loves you guys so much. So this is the thing. When you have this anger, you have to recognize it. You have to because once you do get angry, even if the methods that I don't teach work, you will find a method. Find different methods. Be like, okay, it's this method, that method. Okay, the anger ball doesn't work. What about clapping? Whatever you guys have to do. You know what? This is a really good one. This someone who teaches feng shui taught this. Feng shui psychology, which is the most interesting thing in the world. He says, when someone, I don't even know what his name is, Genhu Hai, something like that. It's, I don't know, Xingzan U, or I don't know what his name is, but he's basically said, when someone starts snapping at you or tries to get you mad, just look at them. Give 7 seconds before you respond, because normally when you guys get upset, you respond immediately what? What did you say? Versus someone says something disrespectful, you just look at them and you're like, ah. So it gets people mad when they know you're not getting upset. So that's the biggest thing. So, for example, this is a quiet neighborhood, so very quiet. So people on motorcycles, how do I say this? They have something to prove. You guys know what I mean. They have something to prove. Something didn't work, so their motorcycle did. So this person's going around the neighborhood trying to make people look at them, and people are getting angry on the street. So some people are just looking at him, revving the engines, and what's wrong with you? You just look at him. He's coming back around, so you just look at them. So this is a good example. Someone who is annoying, you just go, give it a little smile, and then you feel like laughing as it tickles you. It's oh, wow, this works. It really works. So when someone tries to make you mad, just look at them and be just slow things down, and then you'll realize how funny it is, because you just transmuted that energy. They just gave you energy. Anger is stress, stress is heat, heat is fire, fire can fuel your energy, and they are out of energy because I just sent it to you. You just got free energy from watching this video from your enemies who get mad at you. You're just like, oh, look at the little baby. Because if they had an actual valid point, if they were actually upset, they wouldn't get angry. So if they were, that's the thing, that's why God doesn't want you guys getting angry. Let the anger go to him. It's because your anger will defeat you. It will put you in the wrong. It'll be this anger just takes you out of where you're at completely mentally, and you're just, because that's the thing, even anger is represented as fire, and this is a feng shui technique as well. Cool, I'm doing some studying. Basically, I like the way that they word this. Basically, anger is fire. And money has a metal element to it, and even a paper element to it. So when fire is around paper or metal, it melts the metal if it's hot enough, which most of you guys can get it hot enough. And paper, it just burns. So you want to be that water. You want that money to flow to you. So when you're chilling, you're like, yep, I'm chilling. Yo, I am chilling. So when they get hot, you get cold. If two hots go together, then... So that's the whole key in this video. Don't get angry. If something annoys you, something bothers you, if someone... That's the thing. Even if you're just stressed out and you're in public, and let's just say, there's no such thing as a bad day. If you slow your day down, you realize it's not bad. Even if you think you're having a bad day, take 10 minutes to just look around. Because there's too much heat. There's too much stimuli going on in your day. So it's just chill things out. And then for example, if you have the crazy day at work, go home and sit down and turn the timer on for 10 minutes just to look around your bedroom and not look at your phone. Be like, oh, this is actually a good day. It's like, oh. Because you slowed it down. You were that ice. So be that ice to that heat. And through Jesus' success is something you will meet. Oh, bars. Oh no. A moth just flew in my car and tickled me. Oh Lord. I'm ticklish there. It's my leg, but good lord. Every time I say something, it's just like a mic drop. A moth flies in the car, so. Guys, oh, one thing too. I have anti-anger necklaces. If you're someone from this video, there's something that I have that's called an anti-anger necklace. So you'll have to tell me you came from this video if you would like that necklace. That necklace is $777. You feel so chill, you just don't even care about anything. You'll drive through traffic like, okay. You get that necklace on floridastoneman.com, but you have to tell me you came from YouTube. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Move closer to Jesus. After this video, please talk to Jesus because he loves you. Until then, ciao. Bye.